welcome back to a brand new video, and today we are going to be diving into the fastest drag car for every individual class in Forza Horizon 5. Now, we won't be doing an X class today because that can get a little different depending on which car and which tune you have. So we're going to be going from D all the way up to S2, and we're going to be doing the airstrip drag race, which is the longer one. So again, it will change depending on which drag strip you're at, but hopefully you do learn something in today's video. And if you want any of the tunes for the cars I'm using in this video, make sure you join my Discord where I will be giving every single one of them away. But anyways, let's dive into number one, which is the D class. And at number one here, we have the 1940 Ford Coupe. And this is probably the second fastest drag car on the list, which is weird because it's a D class. It's the initial one on the list, but you're gonna see that this thing kind of gets going crazy. And yes, it does start a little bit slow, but look at it relative to everything else it's going against. The fact that a D class car can break 180 miles per hour, I think we might even hit 200. It's just not even close. Every other car is so far back there. I need to see what the times were. So we did 28 seconds. I had traction control on, which you saw at the start slowed us down a bunch. But we beat everyone by at least 6 seconds. But anyways, let's go ahead and move on to the C class. Now, saying that other car was the second fastest was actually a bit of a lie. It may have been third fastest. Anyways, we're in the Jeep CJ5, and this is our C class car. But I think the B class and the S2 are the fastest two on this list. We'll see when we get there. Relative to all the rest, the last car was up and away so much faster. But that being said, you guys are going to be blown away by the S2. I can guarantee that. This looks a lot more underwhelming than the last one. Everyone's so close together. Look, there's the Willys Jeep. Yo, they're actually catching up. This isn't the best tune, I don't think, for this car. We're gonna just let him push us to the finish line. I couldn't find the proper C-Class tune for this Jeep CJ5, but we got pushed all the way to the finish line. We still get a first place. The drivatars are on unbeatable, but wow. Don't use that one. It bugs me that I had to include the C-Class because there's no good C-Class, unfortunately, but there it is. You have it. Now, for the B class, we don't have to go very far because as you can see, we're back in the Ford Coupe 10. I think you're gonna be blown away by this one. I just have to make sure I get a good start because again, the drivatars are on unbeatable, so it's not an accurate representation. But look at this thing go. I'm still burning rubber. Like, I was leaving those traction marks there for so long. We're already over 200 miles per hour. This is definitely the second fastest car on this list, and it creates almost as big of a gap as we got earlier. 22 seconds, that's absurd, especially for the classic car. But let's dive into A class now. But as you can see for our A class, we are in the 1955 Chevy sedan. It looks a lot like the Bel Air. They're different cars. I don't know if this tune that I have on does a wheelie. We may be in luck, but either way, don't get too excited. It's not as crazy as the last one. I don't understand how the last car is so above all the rest, but here we go. We're definitely taking away on people, but it's, again, not as noticeable. We actually have somebody catching up to us over here. Okay, not anymore. We got up to 232 miles per hour. I don't think we beat our 22 seconds. We tied. But for S1, we have moved on to the Ford Mustang Spec 5. It's not that crazy. It's a Mustang. Obviously, it's going to be a good drag car. But again, it's just not as crazy as the B class was. No, I don't want to change difficulty. Please. Launch on the car is really good, but it was a little hard to control off that line. Wow. This is really taking away on these people. Wow. This might be the new fastest. Okay, last time I recorded this car didn't do nearly that good. Okay, there you go. Spec 5 did it in 19 seconds. Now for the S2, I bet you didn't guess this, but it's the Koenigsegg Jesko, and hopefully I put the right tune on this car. Because if the correct tune is on this car, it should be a sub 18 second and easy to control. Okay, it looks pretty good. We should be able to hit almost 300 miles per hour Look at that gap on everyone behind us. I put it on unbeatable difficulty for this one just so you guys could see how absurd this car is, and we did it in sub 18 seconds. I'm blown away. The Koenigsegg Yes goes insanely good at drag racing. Now, the main reason I was blown away is because I've only ever used this car for racing, but I heard it was the fastest S2 drag class down at that drag strip, and sure enough, it really is. But anyways, boys, that is gonna do it for this video. If it helped you out at all, make sure you leave a comment and subscribe down below. And turn on those channel notifications so you get notified when I post more helpful content just like this. But as always, we'll see you boys in the next one. I'm out. Oh, peace!